Hey guys, welcome to kind of a weird video. This is about AMD's Vega packs. So when I first heard about this, I thought, cool, for 500 bucks you get $200 off. I first watched Paul's Hardware's video about it, and it was like $200 off an ultrawide, and I thought, cool, I can get it off of, say, a $100 FreeSync ultrawide monitor from LG. No, you have to purchase, according to every other source, this ultrawide monitor from Samsung, which retails at $831, or if you buy it from Newegg, $935. So that's $700 you still have to shell out, and it's not like you can keep the coupon. You have to use it then and there. So that's $700, 630 if you can use it on Amazon. I don't know if you can. Not many details, but that's ridiculous. I get it's 3440 by 1440. I would just stick with my 1080p panel and probably sell this. I might purchase one of the Vega packs and go for it. But it's just ridiculous that you have to pay that much. Now, if you just want two games for 500 bucks and you don't use the vouchers, you still get Wolfenstein 2 and Prey, but that's like $90 because Prey is like, let's check G2A. Prey is cheap. Prey is 27 bucks. 27 bucks on G2A. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, 55. Of course, you got to pay their little insurance thing, but still, that's not that bad of a deal on the games, and you get Vega 56, but I would probably just sell the ultra wide. I don't have room for it on my desk anyways. A lot of people don't with tinier setups. And I mean, while it's a 100 hertz monitor, it is huge. It takes up a bunch of space. And I think you should just be able to use it on any ultra wide. Like if we go to Newegg right now and we search FreeSync ultra wide LG, LG's 29-inch FreeSync ultra wide monitor is like you can get them for $299, and that would be a $100 ultra wide monitor. That would be value, instead of having to go out and buy a $700 monitor. That's ridiculous. Now, you get select AMD Ryzen 7 processors and compatible motherboards. Now, we really don't know what that means. But if we go to Newegg, I do my pricing on Newegg because this is probably where you're going to be able to get it. And we go for Ryzen 1700 because this is the cheapest, because you want to keep costs down. This is the cheapest Ryzen 7 processor. The Ryzen 1700 combo with, let's say without RAM, just bare minimum, B350 only. So let's go 3 to 400. There's 5 in that price range. You're at least spending $273 given if they will even let you use this, the voucher on this. Because if you can, then, hey, look, it's $273 for a 1700 motherboard. That's actually a really good deal. And if you bought this and just skipped the ultrawide, that would be pretty cool. Or if you bought the ultrawide and sold it to pay for this with the discount, that would also work pretty well. And the B350 boards are pretty capable. The only reason they're not X370 is you can't SLI, and you're buying a Vega card. SLI is kind of worthless there. And for 500 bucks, this isn't actually that bad, because for 273, like, if you look up a full build of this, let's just do the CPU. You're gonna buy the 1700, let's be honest, it's cheap. You're gonna buy the Asus B350 ATX board, B350 Plus, and say you already had a hard drive and RAM, so let's just choose some random kit of RAM. 16 gigs of LPX, I have 8 gigs, but it doesn't really matter. I didn't want to go through and choose that, but let's just, for simplicity's sake, say, let's make this $273, because that's how much the CPU and the motherboard in a combo will be, but unless you do custom parts, you really can't do that. Use the stock CPU cooler. Say you already have a hard drive, because I'm guessing you already have a hard drive. Video card, they don't have Vega on here. Yeah, I was gonna say, why would they have Vega? So you're gonna have to AMD Vega 56. Yeah, 56 bundle. Oh wait, that's 500 bucks for that. So for $773, you get the Vega 56 card, and say you already have a case, like the S340 is nice, and power supply. A 500 watt will work because the Vega 56's TDP is 140 watts. So we just click manually enter price, mark as purchased, and yeah, so for $773, though, you throw in the monitor, and it's Samsung 34-inch. It's gonna come out to, say they let you use it on Amazon. While it's not that bad of a deal, it's still $1,400 for a CPU, a motherboard, a Vega card. That's a bare minimum motherboard. If you want something like a Crosshair VI Hero, one of my favorite boards from Ryzen with a 17, they combo it with a 1500X? That's heck, if you're going pure gaming, you could probably get a 1600. No, it's still cheaper to get the $100 off, but say 1700, and can I find a 1700 and Crosshair 6 only? Like really, 1600X. This is painful trying to look through. And it would be 3 to 4 and 4 to 5, maybe 5 to 750. 1600X, 1500X, 1800X, 17. So it's still going to be pretty pricey. And that's only if you go for the stock cooler. It is still going to be pretty pricey. Now, I probably will go for the monitor and in the combo and just use the monitor. I like it. It looks pretty cool. And just ditch my 144 hertz 1080p panel because, and I'll do a review of the Vega thing. Oh boy, Volta, cool. Nobody cares. But yeah, I'll probably do a review of all the stuff and see when we get more details about if I can actually use that. And you have to use it right then and there. And if you have to buy the ultra wide from Newegg, it's because that's $730. That is a ridiculous price to pay for a monitor. Literally, if you have, like, I was planning to use this Vega card for 1080p ultra 144 hertz every game. And apparently I'm just not going to be able to use the 200 off voucher because you have to use it right then and there. Although I get money off on Ryzen, and it's just not... The 200 off sounds really, really good at first until you see that you have to buy this monitor. Like, let's be honest. It looked really kick-ass until you had to buy this monitor because if you got the big 350 combo with a that's a 1700, which is basically a 7700K. In gaming, it kicks its ass in productivity, and a Vega card, which price-wise looks like it's going up against the 1070, though we don't have benchmarks. The NDA hasn't lifted. We don't know that. For the price, that's pretty kick-ass. And if this bundle, the sole purpose to buy it is to keep gamers like you get Prey and Wolfenstein 2. Well, that's not necessarily 100. If you're going to do a Ryzen upgrade, it's basically worth it. And if a monitor upgrade and you have the $630, go for it, man. But I mean, it's still pretty pricey. But yeah, I figured I'd make the video since it's not really being said how much this would actually cost you with the bare minimum. And yeah, I guess actually it'll cost you even more if you need a Wi-Fi card. I know not many people use Wi-Fi. I get shit for it all the time online. People say, "Oh, you don't need Wi-Fi." I do. I cannot wire an Ethernet cable through here. I can't. There's not an outlet anywhere near my router, so TP links, power line adapters are out of the question. So you gotta include I always include a Wi-Fi adapter, but if you don't, it's gonna be about $1,400, assuming you have power supply, case, storage, and RAM. So it's pretty ridiculous, unless, of course, you were gonna already buy all these things. So yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.